In today's ever-changing world, you never know what tomorrow will bring. Therefore, the importance of planning. Therefore, the importance of planning.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman. Hey. Yeah, that looks a little better. Oh, damn thing. Oh, God. Okay. This is the St. Louis Cardinals at the New York Mets. This is the third of a 3-game. The Mets have taken the first 2 and really made it tough for St. Louis. The magic number for the Pirates is 3. 3. And I was gonna just do this game tomorrow, but I have nothing to do right now. I just want to do something, you know what I mean? So here it is. Maxville. We are at Shea Stadium. And Cleon is back. Gentry is a one-hitter. I'm going to go over the lineups for this ball game. Whoops, +8. Lord. For the Cardinals, it'll be Lou Brock in the left. Kurt Flood in center field. Data Pinson in right. Joe Torre at first base. Tim McCarver catching. That makes him a -4. Carlton. Mike Shannon at third. Julian Javier at second. And Del Maxville at short. For the Mets, Buddy Harrelson at short. Tommy Agee in center field. Cleon Jones in left. Don Clendenin at first. Ron Swoboda in right field. Ed Charles at third base. Jerry Grody. Whoops. Where are you, Jerry? Jerry Grody catching. Al Weiss at second. And Gentry pitching. He's going to be a -3. Almost as good as Carlton because of Grody in terms of holding runners on. Carlton is a left-hander and Gentry is a right-hander. Carlton comes into this game with 17 wins. Gentry with 10, the rookie. I'm so sorry to hear that Shelley Duvall died. Sad. So sad. The Cardinals come into this 85-70, 15 games over 500. Kathy Harden has arrived. Kathy, I got to tell you, I'm doing so well, but not so well that I could just sit around and relax. I felt like I had to do something, and this business of me reconfiguring games and re-uploading them, that's for the birds, really. I have one tonight, but that's the last one I'm going to do, at least for a while. And, well, the market, wow, NASDAQ is down a lot. And I also did something else, and I see that you reposted it. I had a back and forth with Joyce Carol Oates. And look, my ideas are fluid and subject to criticism and revision. So this idea I have is, I'm not married to it, but I'm looking forward to the press conference. I'll tell you that, 6:30 tonight. I'll tell you that, I'm looking forward to that. I hope you're doing well today. I tried broadcasting this from my cellular, but it just doesn't have enough oomph. And I'm using a lot of data, but I do get 1 month courtesy to change my behavior if it turns out. But it's the uploading that is eating a lot of data, that's all. I have a couple friends here who are going to join us. also like to say hello to my other little friend. Oh, Lord. My other little friend. Oh my God, this is it's gonna be over and over again. Same thing. I mean, it's unbelievable. Really, if I was advising him, I would say, go ahead and get a psychologist and psychiatrist who are independent and have them do a full workup on you. And then have them share the impressions. The best you're gonna find cognitively is he has what I call age-appropriate cognitive decline. If you think he's too old to hold the office, and that his administration, which basically runs itself, then call another candidate, nominate another candidate at the convention. I mean, you know. But I see no evidence of anything other than age-appropriate cognitive decline. $6:30 p.m. Wow, dinner time. Or supper time. For most of America. Can you believe that? 6:30 Eastern. Well, that's 3:30 on the West Coast, which he's going to win no matter what. I am saddened to hear of the demise of Shelley Duvall. Very fond of her. Very sad. Well, we are at Shea Stadium, and the Mets take the field. Here's Gary Gentry, the rookie. He has won 10 on the season, and he's really impressed a lot of people. And leading it off for the Cardinals will be Lou Brock. I'm not sure which game they clinched the Eastern Division. It might have been this one, the Mets. I know it was against the Cardinals. It was September 24. It was this game. I knew it was this series, and it was 6-0. Well, Lou Brock steps in. The case in our replay is just a little bit different. The Mets actually trail St. Louis by 5.5. And St. Louis trails Pittsburgh by 5. Their magic number is 3. Here's the pitch to Brock. 4-3 left-handed, fly ball right X. Swoboda 3-4. (11-3 F2). I'm gonna try not writing that. 6-12, 13, 14. He's in E4. And he makes the catch. I guess do it works for you. One down. And here comes Curt Flood. You know, I don't think these Democrats who are calling on Biden to quit the race, what they ought to do then is be honest with themselves and others and say, I don't want him as a candidate. It has nothing, and I cannot assess his mental status and mental fitness. I'm not a licensed clinician. But I just don't want him running because I think he's going to lose. I think that's really what this is about. Here's Gentry now. And the pitch to Flood. 6-7 right-handed, struck him out. If the Mets can hold on and sweep this series by winning to this game, the magic number will be down to 2 for Pittsburgh. Now Veda Pinson steps in. Gentry has retired the first 2 here. In the top of the first, just underway. And the pitch to Veda Pinson. 4-3 left-handed, fly ball right again to Swoboda. And he is a 3-4 all day. Three-four all day. That's going to be a 9-3 F2. 6-9-12, 4, clean F2. See, I didn't have to write it down that time. And he's going to make the catch. And the side is retired, and that was a very nice inning by the rookie Gary Gentry. And after a half at St. Louis nothing, New York Mets are coming to bat. We are in Shea Stadium. And it's a beautiful crowd here. I wonder if there's anything possible that you if you can't stop playing Strat-O-Matic, is it and to the point where you have urges to play it, to the point where then when you do play it, you experience discomfort. So it's like it gets to be like an addiction. Oh, there's Kathy Harden for the Mets. Look at that. That's a Kathy Harden for the Mets. I'm looking for a real good picture of Shea Stadium. Big, too. But I can't find it. I'm talking with huge resolution. That's the problems. You can't find that sometimes. This resolution isn't too bad. You know that as late as, say, the 80s, that's the last time I looked, on the wall in the train station from which you walk out of, and you find yourself outside of Shea Stadium in the outfield. And you just, usually I would go left, to enter, is graffiti that says the Beatles were here, and it has the date. It was actual graffiti still up. I mean, that was, that's like not graffiti, folks. To me, that was history. Seriously. That's freaking wild. Did you all know that I think they did two series of concerts and different tours? Did you know that everybody that Brian, what the hell was his last name? He was there, their manager, Brian, what the hell? You see, this is age-appropriate cognitive decline. It was funny how, those corpuscles in your brain can fire up. You be careful about that. Trying to think what his name was. He was Jewish. Epstein. There you go. Thank you, Kathy. And blows my mind. He came from I guess an upper middle class or lower upper class family. And I think he owned record stores. And he came on to manage them. It was a quintessential part of the whole story of the Beatles, the greatest musical group, if not musical entity, in human history. Because I think McCartney and Lennon and even Harrison on some songs, like Something, they're universal, and they're as great songwriters as a Gershwin, a Cole Porter, a Burt Bacharach, and any, I guess we'd say American not only American, any composer, I guess Western, composers ever. They just happen to be Beatles. Okay? And actually playing became second nature to them on tour. It just really got old for them. It really got old. Amazing. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know, Kathy, if I remember them saying that. They screamed at all the concerts, as far as I know. It's really bizarre how they built Citi Field, where they built it. It's just unbelievable how someone had to think of this. Now this is obviously a fake, but my guess would be it is pretty accurate regarding where Citi Field is situated. Citi Field, I do think it's a beautiful park. But isn't it bizarre to think that that's where it is? I've been in Shea Stadium so often. Biden is now meeting with Zelensky. I think it's actually, when I zoom in on it, and I don't think I'm going to be doing the much more. I think I'm going to go back to being quiet again. But on X, I just decided to get active. Shelley Duvall, rest in peace. And then a back and forth with Joyce Carol Oates about Biden. And she jumped on that. Even 3 times. The third time I didn't think was, oh yeah, no, she did. Twice. I guess twice, yeah. And she presents arguments. I would tweet this to her that I think are straw man arguments. Red herrings, saying that something I say reflects something that I don't agree. I can agree with everything she says, except the fact that why not? I say, I don't have to think the same as everybody else in the room, okay? And that's something that I really think is important, especially I'm 66 frickin' years old. And it's about frickin' time, even though I've been doing it, that I enjoy what Joseph Campbell called the privilege of being who you are and not feeling like a phony. Life is not what I thought. As I was growing up, I had a naive understanding that everything was good and, things like that. But lurking, weaved through my experience as a child, it obviously was clear that all things weren't good. That's not the way the world is, Jeffrey. And boy, today is a pretty messed up day, folks. I'm not ready to get back to this game. I took a hit, and it's 12:57. I hope you would understand and appreciate that. I got sort of whacked out by that hit, but this is cool. I've been in Shea many times. I know the hell is going on here? No, that's not what the problem is. Somehow, you know what happened? This is bizarre. This is really bizarre. You wonder how things continue to play on my computer. I'm largely happy with the iMac, but why this thing is playing, I'm ready to delete this anyway. They're on checks. So why the hell? There is something a little bit messed up with this. There is something really messed up with this thing. I tell you what I'm going to do, folks, and I'm going to do this for all of you. Okay? Now there is nothing. And I'm going to do a reboot. The way to do it is you just go up here to the Apple upper left and do restart. Restart. I have an appointment with my doctor on July 18. Wow. Well, that is so soon. Wow. And boy, am I looking forward to sharing with him the good news. I'm not yet ready to celebrate, though. I'm not out of the woods. Excuse me one moment. That's how it opens. Looks just like your iPhone when I have it open up to this by default because this is a safe thing to open up to. Then when I click again, I open up to my Google account. And it's here I have among my most frequently visited websites, including my Gmail, where the link is right up here. But we go to YouTube right here, and you get my landing page. And this is the Cardinals at the Mets. The game, the day they clinched. And then we open up another, and we're using Chrome rather than Safari, the Mac browser, because the Safari, to me, it just takes up too much memory. I even called Apple for help on it. And if that's the best they can do, Chrome is much better. And we hit YouTube again on this new third. We can close this Norton Safe Search thing. And what we do is we do a search, and you have your most recent searches listed already, and we go with baseball crowd noise. And there you go, with no copyright issues. Some baseball crowd noise to start creating the ambiance of Strat-O-Matic gaming, if you will, if you want me to be completely broad. In this case, it's baseball, but it's just not any baseball. It's 1969 baseball. And then what we also like to do is have handy, open up another one, do the search again, and go to White Bat. White Bat. And White Bat is very nice. Go to the main page, and he has a For You, and it just so happens my two favorites are right there. He just asks you to put his username, go Music By, and then White Bat. I just copied and pasted and put it in my default on YouTube of every video I do, live or whatever. And first we go with my first favorite, which is this one. This is royalty-free, copyright-safe music. The funny thing would be is if it really wasn't. Wouldn't that be sort of a joke on the whole system? And I can, first of all, mute the thing, and you got the baseball right here. Oops. You got the baseball right here, and it's, you know, you can make it loud. You can, you know, have the game going. And then if you have a question coming, just cue it up right to the second song. Turn this on, and then just go right there. Oh, here we go now. And the trick is to try to get the the crowd to just kind of, you know, maybe you want to keep the crowd a little. Keep it exciting. You know, it is to me, somehow, I kept playing this over and over again. This is the piece right here. It's actually, this piece is called Journey into the Black. Journey into the Black. It's only 4 minutes and 20, and just love the way that comes out. It's about 4 minutes long, and I like, in particular, and it's coming up, this is growing. He's getting even more intense right now. But there's a time in about a minute when it just continues to go, continues with this blast, if you will, for lack of a better term, in a very, very, very intense way. Listen for it. See, it's slowing down a little now. There we go. See? There we go. I love how it just comes right out. There's another piece that I've really learned to enjoy very much, and again, just open up another browser and go to Whitebat again, and now let's go here to the other one, the new one. And this one I like a lot. It's different. I don't like it when it gets loud and fast, though. Let me lay you on to this one. Damn this goddamn thing, you know? Check this out. I'll lower this. This is called A Message from the Dead. I think it really adds a nice ambiance. I like that. I love that. Yeah. See, if it's slow enough, it has the potential to be good. I'm not really crazy about this part, you know, that's kind of, I mean, that's, geez. I like this part a lot. Oh, that's really interesting. And then what you have is sort of your Strat-O-Matic setup. And you do it any way you want, you know. And then you can play with the sound once you're going down there, you know. Bring yourself back into the stadium. And remind people, this is Jeffrey Guterman from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And this is the Strat-O-Matic network. We started off as the Strat-O-Matic baseball network, then it was the Strat-O-Matic sports network when I included football, and then it just became, we shaved off the last piece and named it the Strat-O-Matic network. It's like, they asked somebody, I don't know which sculptor it was, how do you sculpt, for example, that beautiful elephant? He says, I just chip away everything that isn't elephant. It's true. I don't know who said it. I know who said this. This is he probably did. Maybe it's legend. There was Picasso, and I think someone commissioned a man commissioned him to do a portrait of his wife. And he got to meet her, and he also had photographs of her. And when he set out to do that, he finished it and he presented it to the customer. And he said, that looks nothing like my wife. And he opened up his wallet in disgust, pulled out a photograph of her and showed it to Picasso and handed it to him. And said, this is what my wife looks like. And Picasso said, she is so flat. Actually, I ruined it. He questioned, she's flat? Here's a little clue as to how he thinks. I think I'll have the Mets come up here. Buddy Harrelson, Agee, and Jones. I think they're three Mets that are integral parts of this team. Really. I know it doesn't include Seaver and Kuzman and McGraw and Clendenin, but that is some rock solid. Now we have Steve Carlton here, a left-hander. Wonder how many he won in real world. He won 17. This is like really his 2.17. He shouldn't have lost this many games. This was the peak of his career, even though when he went to the Phillies, he was 127 or something. But I mean, in terms of his, I think his abilities. This is Buddy Harrelson. He is deceased. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's deceased. Think about it. I wonder, you know, it would be kind of strange. Here's the pitch, 6-10, switch hitter batting right, grounds to short X. That's from Maxville, 227. (227-13) 2 G1. But Maxwell has an E27. He's prone 4.811. He'll knock one out. No, that's a 12. He throws him out. And Buddy Harrelson grounds out to his counterpart, shortstop Dal Maxville. Here's AG now. Cleon on deck. Here's the pitch to AG. He's been really fucked up. 5-6 struck him out. And that's the first for Steve. Now Cleon. Carlton winds and the pitch. That's 3-6 left-handed, base hit. Cleon right off Steve. A beautiful single. Cleon 1-15, 1-11. Has the lead if he wants it. Has the lead. Not being held. He can go. Try for it, 1-11. Cleon on first. Carlton now. From the stretch with 2 outs here, bottom of the first, no score. And that's fouled back and out of play. Imagine if you did it real announcing. Yeah, so I have this appointment July 18. You know, I give myself double reminders. This is a week from today. And that's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Clendenin. Clendenin steps out of the batter's box. I did a dumb thing this morning, I'll tell you that. I went out and we got a top of the third ice cream. That means I have to keep going. Yeah. I bought a Sargento 10 slice pack of, I guess it's jalapeno or whatever you call it. You know, it's pretty spicy. And crackers. And I did the whole thing. Then I bought frozen pretzels. And I ate 5 of them today. And all I have left to eat is 2 plums. Of course, I can go across the street and get something if I want. Okay, here's Carlton, the pitch to Clendenin. Oh, that's 5-8 right-handed, grounds to second X. This might end the inning. Julian, 226. And I've got a beetle emoji, top of the second. That should keep me in the game. 5-8, grounder to second X, Julian, 226. 226, 15-2 gets to it, G1, 26, 489. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. A nice play by Julian, no runs, one hit. Of course, the single by Cleon. Oh, I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss Cleon and AG and Grody and all these. What a great 69 team this was. They're 4 games over 500, which is the best season they've ever had. It's an alternate history, people. Okay. So what we do after one inning is we could bring in anything we want, but I could bring this in and I could say to you, now you listen up now. And just fade out the crowd. It's time for me to do a beetle emoji now. And I haven't even thought of it. That's not right, is it? It's true, Kathy. I have not yet thought of what my beetle emoji is going to be. there it is. Who can guess it? Beatles emoji, top of the second. Oh shit. I'll tell you, what I did was really dumb today. The food I got, like a child. Like a little child. Well, at least I have 2 plums. No one's got it. I'll take the guess. I'll write the answer. Maybe it wasn't a very good one. Let's get back to this ball game. Gentry. Torrey will lead it off. Gentry retired the cards in order in the first. There's no score. Top of the second. That's going to be 4-10 right-handed. Catcher X. Grody 2-3. Two, 3, 16, 2. Popped up in foul territory. E3, that's 6, 12, 17. And he makes the catch. Nice catch by Grody in foul territory. He almost slipped trying to get to it. And here's McCarver. Gentry. And the pitch. 6-7 left-handed, struck him out. So second strikeout, and Gentry has retired. Whoa, shit. He's retired the first, sorry about that, first 5 St. Louis Cardinals who are skating on very thin ice, where the Pirates have a magic number of 3. These people are pretty bold, you know. You're trying to make history here when you're asking the incumbent president. I don't care how old he is. I don't care what. It is historical. Okay? And I think it's also hysterical. In other words, let me ask you all this. How did we get here? Okay, a rematch. When was the last time we had 2 consecutive elections between the same people? It's an impromptu trivia question. Anybody at all? It's a very important question. I have to just edit my text here. It's very easy to make a typo when you do it like this here. There it is. I'm waiting for someone to come up with the answer to this. When was the last U.S. presidential election that had the same two people running against each other in 2 consecutive elections? So in other words, when was the last election where those two same people also ran against each other 4 years prior? That's what we're talking about. And anybody who wants to give that a chance, as Shannon comes up to the plate. It's very easy. It was not in my lifetime, okay? It was, I'm gonna just say that right now. I was not yet born when that happened. Here's the pitch to Shannon. 2-5 right-handed base hit. There goes the perfect game for Gentry as Shannon drills one into left for a single. Now Julian. Anybody at all. That's going to be 5-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That's going to be for Weiss, playing second today. It's going to be a 3-2 G3, should end the inning. And he throws him out, Weiss. Nice play by Al. Side is retired. Question is up there, and it is as clean as the nose on your face. That was so dumb of me. Christ. A dumb choice of things like that would fill me up for the day or something. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, shit. Sam, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, really. It's pretty messed up. It is very, very messed up. Where I fell. Be very careful. be a so-called older person, age 66. Who would have thought? And when I clear all the bullshit away, all the neurosis, all the ego, all the emotional disturbance, it's pretty freaking weird. It still is pretty freaking weird. 66 years old. You don't mind, but I am going to make this a double shot here, and I'm going to rename this to include my glamorous life. Seems like the flexible thing to do, and then I'd like to share something with you all. There, and we'll add it to that particular playlist. I got to, and sometimes it's not a good thing. But I got to thinking out there, and I saw a guy walking at another apartment complex. I'd love to see a rally, a NASDAQ rally late this afternoon. And I said, you know, he is probably has I've spoken to him a couple times. He probably has, I don't know what the word is, if it's an instinct to live, to survive. And people, they want another day. Most people. And that is really the purpose of the species, is to survive, not go extinct, adapt, find a niche in the environment, the ecosystem. We're a little unusual compared to some animals in that we can live almost anywhere because of our intelligence and our technology. cockroaches or beetles are much simpler organisms than us, but they're less prone to extinction because they really have found a niche. I mean, you're not going to find a cockroach on the South Pole. I don't think so. I wouldn't bet my life against it, but I don't think so. And that might suggest that the more intelligent you are, the more lethal you are. Self-lethal, meaning you're more prone to extinction. That's a whole nother story. The purpose of life, in addition to survive, I think that we can identify generally what are some philosophical arguments could be made to support these reasons. The purpose of life is, for lack of a better word, joy. Meaning. So experiencing joy does not necessarily have to be especially meaningful, but I think that some people, even a lot of people, have a wish to live a meaningful life, a life that, what does that mean, meaningful? Well, one that, I'm trying to talk in very general terms here, one that involves a life that is significant. You're not just, living day to day. You're doing things or doing something that is important. You don't have to agree with me on this. Oh, Lord. Lord help me, God. How do we get here? Well, I'll tell you, it's only 1:42 p.m. and I am, I'm already toast. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. I was thinking of also doing what's called, you know how they talk about intermittent fasting and things like that? And, that it's probably not a great idea to do anything sort of extreme. My eating habits are so bad, meaning I eat such unhealthy food. That in itself is a bigger problem than trying to figure out, that it might be a good idea to, I don't know, clean out the system, intermittent. And sometimes I rationalize. So if I say, I'm not going to go buy anything to eat today, or I'll just buy this, I could say, well, I'm fasting, and I have water. Now, I didn't do this. I ate all the damn crackers and cheese this morning and pretzels. But I do have these two beautiful plums. They're red plums. It's a red plum, and it's obviously, I think it was probably picked by a human being, right? What'd you say? It was picked by hand? An unprotected hand? What do you think? They don't wear gloves. The hand would probably be cleaner. Plums are terrific. Make sure they have some give to it. So they're not hard. You want them a little mushy, just a little, not too much. I find it hard to find that Lord, that perfect one. So we got Biden. Oh Lord. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, that is so. I got to tell you something. Selfish of me. I don't know if you're still here, Kathy, but that is so freaking selfish of me to not continue when you've volunteered a question after this inning. And well, let me go ahead here. Steve Carlton. See if Kathy's even going to do it. Ron Swoboda. You are correct, Stack. Stack, you're correct. Of course you're correct. Thank you, Stack. The pitch to Swoboda now to lead off the bottom of the second. This scoreless game. 2-9 left-handed. Struck him out, and that's the second for Steve. Now both have two. And the poet, Ed Charles. Ed Charles was a poet before anyone knew who Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay originally was. Here's the pitch, 6-7. Right-handed, fly to right. Playable by Pinson, 2 away. And here's Grody. Poor guy died this year. That's 6-4 right-handed, flies to center, X. For Flood, 1-4. Flood, 1-4, 2-1, F2 gets to it. E4, 9-11. And he makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 for Steven. We've gone 2. It's a nice scoreless ball game. The Cardinals, nothing. The Mets, nothing. Now, I want you to get ready for it now. This is ice cream month. And if Kathy is not completely pissed off at me, or annoyed, or just mildly irritated, enough, she's gonna pop one out. I think she will. There it is! Whoa, there it is! What a person she is, how patient. The Chinese were believed to have a type of ice cream about 2000 BC, made from snow, milk, and this ingredient. Well, rice is a good answer, Stack. Rice is a good answer. Oh, Stack, that was awesome. Did you know that, Stack? Hey, Stack, did you know that? Man, it was an awesome question. How'd you know that, Stack? Here's Gary now. How'd you know that? Okay, Gentry. Yeah, you're a smart guy. Here's Max Phil now, leading it off, 175 hitter. 372 at bats. If I had a 220 hitter, a 225 hitter, he'd be hitting 50 points higher than Max Phil. You guessed. That was an educated guess. A 225 hitter. That's how low 175 is. Here's the pitch to Max Phil. And he's gotten some big hits this year. Struck him out. Third for the rookie, Gary Gentry. And here's Steve Carlton now. For 8, Steven, left-handed, grounds to second. Weiss has it, throws it over to Clendenin, two-way. Here's Lewis Brock. That's 2-5 right-handed, chops it again to Weiss at second. And it's a 1-2-3 for the rookie, Gary Gentry. No score, middle of the third. It's sad. I put a dot next to everybody who was deceased. It's very sad. In both starting lineups. Very, very sad. Okay, here's Carlton now for his third. Al Weiss will lead it off, still alive. Gentry on deck. Lord, it's a long day, isn't it? 6-12 right-handed. Ballpark blast by Weiss, but he has W power. Oh, it'll be a base hit if it drops in. Right-hander in at Shea. And it does. It's got W power. You'll find home runs on his card, though. It is a base hit off Carlton. He ripped like a liner, sort of. A liner looper left. And Weiss is on. Not being held. He's got the lead. He's not going anywhere. And here's Gary Gentry now. He's an A bunter. It's just anxiety. The feeling I have of, it's not as bad as it used to be, but that feeling that you have to eat. Infield is in. He's a B bunter now. Whoa, it's laid down by Gentry. It dribbles in front of the plate. McCarver pounces on it. Whoa, defense. We're going to go for Weiss. 1-15. -4, 1-11. McCarver. I'm sorry. McCarver, 1-11, 1-13. Are we going to try to get him there? No, we'll go with a safe out. We'll let him go. And it is a sacrifice for Gary Gentry. I was playing St. Louis manager there. And here's Buddy Harrelson now. Weiss in scoring position. .211, left-handed, ballpark slash. It's a 14. This may be close. Switch hitter batting right. No, that's a very rough infield. Wow. Wow, is that a rough infield? It's lined to short for the second out. They are unbelievable. Anybody out there get a lot of them? Anybody out there get a lot? Yeah. They're absolutely insane. It's real. I think I probably got put on some sort of, list. It's illegal, It's illegal behavior. Here's Carlton on the pitch to AG. Clutch situation here. 4-6 right-handed, 1-1 base hits, and Weiss comes home. And the Mets take a 1-0 lead. And the Mets are out for blood here. AG has a lead, not being held. Just to let you all know, it makes him a 1-11 with Carlton. And he takes the lead. Two outs. Cleon at the plate. Carlton from the stretch. Here's the pitch. There he goes! Whoa, and he's safe! AG swipes second with 2 outs. Oh, I love that. And I did do that from the perspective of the Cardinals. I would not have held him at 1-11. I wouldn't have think you'd have the nerve to go. And then I put on the Met hat, and I said, frickin' go for it. AG steals second. Whoa! Sorry. Steals second. Now Cleon, all of a sudden, is a Cleon clutch situation here. Here's Carlton now. And the pitch to Cleon, 2-10. Oh, too bad. Grounds it to second. to Julian. And the side is retired. But the Mets do get a run and spurs some excitement there with AG swiping second base, Cleon at the plate. We've gone 3, and it's 1-0 Mets. Oh shit, folks. I think it's absolutely bizarre that he's holding a press conference at 6:30 p.m. because of all that's going on. Just the whole thing seems kind of pretentious. It's almost you know what I like to do? I like to sometimes put on the TV, like I have CNN on right now, and do my best to make believe that I was, say, my age 100 years ago in the year 2025. I guess Coolidge was president, I think, already. And I would look on this thing and see that this is TV. We might have heard of the concept of television. But you wouldn't know anything about what it would look like or anything. And what you see here, this is a 43-inch flat screen. You wouldn't know any different, that this is any better than a 25-inch. You remember those? Tube. And you look at this and you take the assumption that this is coming from the United States, and it's a news show. Looks like it's 24 hours. And here's the Capitol. And there's a guy who looks Indian. Manu Raju. I don't know if he is of Indian descent. And they refer to Biden. This guy, you're from 1925. This would be like a shock that you get a glimpse into the future. If not him, who could they run? Newsom would be one choice. Whitmer. I have a lot of confidence in Whitmer too. I like a Newsom-Whitmer ticket. I'm not sure who should be on top. Uh, I think a Newsom-Whitmer ticket would kick Trump's ass. Or, even better, Whitmer-Newsom, 2024. Think about it. Gavin Newsom. Whitmer Newsom. And I think Gretchen Whitmer has proved herself, I think, as a governor. I think she, from what I can tell, she does just a terrific job. And I think she also, and this is just intuitive, she knows how government works. Do they? Wait a minute. Let me check out what you just wrote there. But then they anger black women vote, which is huge, by not going with Kamala. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you, I don't see, I'll be honest with you, I would go with Whitmer for president and Newsom for vice president, or the other way around. I don't see any indication Kamala Harris really would do a better job than them. Imagine her being the 47th president of the United States. Stranger things have happened. Don't you think? Gretchen Whitmer, President Whitmer. I mean, that's wild. President Whitmer. And I don't think she's not a far left, but she does have, she certainly does have, I don't know what you'd want to call it, good liberal values. So there's my answer. And folks, we're living through a time in history that is unprecedented. First of all, the last time you had two running against each other, now we're not sure Biden will run. I mean, he is. Be nominated. He is. Or he thinks he is. The last time, as Stack said, that we had a rematch from the two major parties was 1956, Ike and Stevenson. Stevenson got blown away by Ike in 52, and the Democrats went ahead and they nominated him again, and he got landslided a second time. Why did they pick him again? Because they didn't have anyone better, would be my guess. They were gonna even propose having John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the Massachusetts senator, be vice president, but he didn't get it. I forgot the name of the guy who did, but it's a good thing he didn't get it. Maybe it's you can have an alternate history where he does get it, they lose, a landslide, and Humphrey gets the nomination in 60. Or LBJ, he was going for it. He just didn't have enough support over the whole nation. He was a great legislative politician, Johnson, in Congress, but he just couldn't win the primary against JFK. And he was so young. He was 43. Youngest elected. TR was even younger when he took over for McKinley upon assassination, but he wasn't elected at a younger age. And then he was 46 when he was assassinated. So, it gets to a point where, oh God, it's not a happy day in NASDAQ. And I think a lot of people have lost a lot of money today on paper. You need a day like this. Get rid of the some of the drizzle. Tighten it up a little. But that is very nice. This is really something. The New York Times has an article that people close to Biden are trying to come up with a way to convince him to drop out. And by the day, the pressure is more and more. And I've never seen anything like it. I'm not saying this is not justified, and I'm less interested in what the right thing to do is than that there is a conversation going on. This is a conversation occurring in our democracy about whether he should be run again. And it is a minority. you know, of people who have come out and called for him to step down. But I can't help but think that more and more are thinking that maybe he should step down. And then as far as the other guy goes, you may not like this. We have no system in place to stop anyone from running for president. I've done the research. You can even be a convicted murderer and get the nomination of a major party. Technically, you could. I don't think you would. Okay. And then there'd be a constitutional crisis, because how can you serve from a jail cell? Okay. He is at a conference right now. I forgot the name of it. A summit of some type. And he's there now. This is him live. And it's unbelievable, because when you look at him interacting with people, first of all, I don't know how he does what he does at his age. Okay. He's more active than me. Am I going to play by play? Oh yeah, I am, in due course, sir. Yeah, I'm doing play by play. You want to hear an inning? Guy, you want to hear an inning? We're more than glad to do one for you. You want some? Guy, be glad to do that for you. It's 1-0 Mets after 3. You want to hear something? The answer is yes, I am. I'm not doing it right this moment. I guess it's a good question he's asking, because you come into a broadcast and you just see someone sitting here. Here, I'll show you me doing this ball game. It's going to be the rookie again, coming out now with a 1-0 lead. And for the Cardinals, it's going to be Kurt Flood, to lead it off. Here's Gentry now. That's 3-6 right-handed, swung on, and that is a drive hit out into the gap, and it's dropping to left center. Cleon has it, and Flood comes in with a double. A lead-off double by the late Kurt Flood. How was that, guy? Was that any good? How was that? Yeah. Yeah, I do play-by-play. That was a double. Look at that. 3-6, right-handed. About time Kurt Flood gets a nice hit. Double, 1-4, 2 on the devil die. Off the rookie Gentry. Now here's Pinson, the late Veda Pinson. Gentry from the stretch. The pitch to Pinson. That's going to be 6-6, left-handed. Base hit to center. This might score Flood. Flood rounding 1-16 against AG. -3, 1-13. He'll hold. Pinson on first now. Not being held. Here's Torrey. Infield back. The Mets will trade a run for 2 outs. Gentry. The pitch to Torrey, 6'4", right-handed, ballpark slash. That's not going through. It's rough there anyway, right-handed. It's lined to short and caught by Buddy Harrelson. The late Buddy Harrelson. Big out. Infield stays back for the inning ending. Here's Gentry now. 110 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Flood scores. Pinson goes to third. It's a tie ball game. A base hit by McCarver and a good one. Now it's still first and third, 1 out. McCarver not being held. Here's Shannon now. Let's try it again. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You're too kind. 5-6 right-handed, fly ball right. This is going to be deep enough, no question. On a 5-6 right-handed, Swoboda makes the catch and Pinson tags. And look at that, the Cards take a 2-1 lead. Here in the top of the 4th, 2 runs off Gentry. McCarver held at first, Julian now. Here's Gentry. That is 1-8 right-handed, walked him. Tough inning here for the rookie. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I misread that. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a 1-8 home run 1-5. It's going to be a double off the frickin' wall. Look at that. That was misread. A double off the frickin' wall. 1-8, right-handed, home run 1-5, double the rest, no asterisks. McCarver scores. It is now a 3-0 ball game. Tough inning here for Gentry. Now here's Maxfield. Julian on second with the double. I mean, Julian, is on second with a double. Wow. Clutch situation. Pitch to Maxfield, 1-6 right-handed, walked him. Oh my, what an inning here. That's almost worthy of pulling his ass out of the grass. Shit. And here's Steve, the pitcher. From the stretch, first and second, 2 outs. That's 5-10, left-handed, grounds to short X. That's going to be for the late Buddy Harrelson. 227. Lay it down. 227, 9-2. G2 gets to it. E27, 4-8, 11. And he throws him out, and the side is finally retired. 3 runs for the St. Louis Cardinals there. It's 3-1 now. 8 batters Gentry faced. I don't know. It kind of freaks me out, folks. The whole thing. The whole thing to me seems kind of creepy. The fact that both these guys are over 80. And I don't know. Just the whole thing. Maybe I'm going back to my stinking thinking again, you know? Hey, everybody, I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's a 3-1 ball game. So that's kind of freaky. People are getting older and older. Shelley Duvall died. That's sad. So freaking sad. She had illnesses, like most of people. Oh shit, it's going down even more, NASDAQ. But I remember her. I used to think she was adorable, you know? I thought she was an adorable woman when I saw her in films. Hello, Ron. Hello, Ron. How are you? Hey, a storm is coming, folks. I'm not sure. We're going to be able to continue this game much longer. I want to take you outside and show you the virtual weather. Looks like there's a storm brewing in the area. How's it going? He's got a very cute dog. This dog is so amazing. You mind if I just say hello to him? He must get a lot of that. What's his name?
Lucas, but everybody calls him Gordo.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah, his girls came in, so
Oh, what?
he's been busy.
You mean your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Luke, how do you like her? Luke. Not interested anymore. Hey.
Gets distracted by other people.
I don't know if you folks can see this. Here
Here we go.
Does she like to be picked up?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Oh, they can't see that. You can't see that. This is the most. Really amazing. Is he crazy about her?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, about everybody.
Everyone.
He's partial to females.
Yeah, you told me, yeah.
always wants affection. Doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Well, thanks a lot for letting me do him. Oh, amazing. And he's got a little blue in his eye. I'm sure you've noticed that.
Got a little.
Blue, isn't it? That's amazing. It's unique. Wow. Is that a greyhound?
An Italian greyhound.
Italian greyhound. Huh?
It's about full size.
That's full size, fully grown. Fast?
Extremely fast.
Because greyhound is the fastest I learned dog.
Yeah,
Not as fast as a greyhound,
he's up there.
but his legs aren't long as a greyhound.
He's like a toy version of the greyhound.
Italian greyhound. Take care. You like that dog?
Yeah, he just wants to play.
You know that's a dog? You know that that's a dog? Oh, taking a leak, huh?
Come back.
Oh boy. A very long day. Well, we'll catch you later.
All right, have a good day.
Take care now. Thank you very much for letting me have my little amusement with him. Oh, there it comes. There's the rain, folks. You don't want your iPhone to get all frickin' wet. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain again. Sometimes you'll just have rain every day here in South Florida. Boy, I'll tell you, that's my neighbor, my 80-something year old neighbor, and he gets caught in the rain. I always try to stay on his good side because he gets annoyed at a lot of shit. I think when he's going through shit like that, best thing to be is out of sight, out of mind. I think just the sight of me would upset him. Just the sight. So, It's nice to have you join me here this afternoon in my glamorous life. A realization I had as I was walking outside was, despite feeling much better and doing much better, it's probably a good idea to not get carried away with any notions that things are great. I can easily get sort of lose perspective of the solemnity of life. At least my life. And here comes the rain. And I think you might be able to hear some of that. I think it's kind of nice background to have, a natural background. In fact, let me turn the air conditioning off. Just open the door enough so you can hear some of that rain, maybe. And for me to tell you that Steve Carlton is on the mound. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And here's Don Clendenin. Some happiness, it's okay. Oh, I'm gonna get back to that, Kathy. That's a mouthful. 5-2 right-handed, grounds to second X. Wow. Julian 226. 17-2. G1 gets to it. Julian E26, 5-6-7. And he throws him out. And Clendenin is retired. That's very nice sentiment, Kathy, too. Yeah. You're right. You are exactly right. Here's Swoboda now. He struck out in the second by Steve. The windup and the pitch to Swoboda. 2-9 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the third strikeout for Steve today. 2 away. And now the late Jerry Grody. I'm sorry, Ed Charles. I am so sorry, Ed Charles. Yeah. Mets are 6-7. Right-handed, flies to right for Pinson. The late Veda Pinson makes the catch. The side is out. It's 3-1 after 4. Lord Almighty. Why can't I open up another? This is really weird that happened. That is really weird. I can't close any browsers now. I can't open or close any browsers. I just quit it. That is so weird. There's something going on with this. Maybe I have a virus, even though they say you can't get them. I don't like it when quirky things start happening to the computer. Well, Ron, I know you're a Cardinals fan, but they have really, they've lost 2 to the Mets in the first 2 of this series. And the magic number is only 3 for the Pirates. Their chances, their window is almost closed. And in fact, if they were to come back and tie or win the division, it would be probably the greatest collapse in baseball history. God knows why my browser started doing those buggy things. God knows why. I have my son calling me at about anytime after 5. I have the Biden press conference at 6:30. And then I've got a game replayed, rebroadcast and modified somewhat, Atlanta at Houston. One game, 5.5 hours. 3 different broadcasts, all linked together. This so-called Project 2025 outfit is like a who's who of charlatans. A who's who of charlatans. Well, Gentry's going to take the mound here. He allowed 3 runs in the 4th. We'll take a look to see how he looks here in the 5th to decide whether we're going to let him hit or not. It's going to be Lou Brock leading it off. Here's Gentry now. They really have blown it, Ron. They, that's what they 6'9" walked them. Gentry now walks Brock 1-19. He is a 1-16, 1-14. He'll be held. But with Grody, and Gentry is a +8, but with Grody, wait a minute. Oh, that's a mistake. Fortunately, that's the first time I've had a steal situation with him. He's a +8, and he's a +5. That was an error. So Gentry is Lou is a 1-24, 1-22, 1-19 max being held. My goodness. Here's the pitch. There goes Brock. And he's safe. Boy, easily steals that off of Gentry. Here's Flood now. With Brock on second, no outs. That's a real weakness. Oh, oh, Lord. There it is. It did land upright. It's a 6. It was in the grout of the tile, but to me that counts. It's a 6-8 right-handed, flies to center, 1 away. Here's Veda Pinson now, 1 for 2. Scored in that 3-run 4th. 111 right-handed, grounds to first C with a runner on second. And he will go to third. Brock. As Clendenin takes it to the bag, and now Torrey. Clutch situation. Six, 9, right-handed. There he walked them. First and third with 2 outs. Okay. Another clutch situation. Here's the pitch. Here comes McCarver. And the pitch. 111 right-handed. Whoa, it's a ballpark slash. It's a rough infield that's going to be caught. Left-handed in New York. Caught by Weiss to retire the side. No runs. 2 walks, a stolen base, 2 left on, middle of the 5th. It's a 3-1 ball game. Hey, Kathy, I think this was a mistake on my part to even start this game. I hope you understand that if I just quit it here, at least I'll have something to do tomorrow. Okay? Thanks for being here, and I'm sorry. I'm just too messed up. I'm not depressed or anything, or anxious, really. I'm just really not in the mood for it. I hope all of you understand, okay? You all take care. Thanks.